This is scandalous. Government insiders just abuse the right of the public to information about what's going on with your government. And now they want to skirt around a law that holds them personally responsible for it and instead use your money to pay for the lawsuit's costs. Here's what happened. People sent public records requests to the governor's administration. They ignored them. No response whatsoever for sometimes even more than a year, way past the legal deadline for responding. Finally, they sued to get the records they requested. Only at that point did the governor's administration bother to respond with the records. Now, the Supreme Court ruled last month, you have to respond to records requests, right? Pretty obvious. They actually wanted to argue. They wanted to argue that you could, as long as you don't say no, that you're not violating the law. So if you're quiet, somehow you haven't said no, and therefore you're not violating the law. I don't know where they come up with this stuff. So the Iowa Supreme Court, all Republican appointed justices, very reasonably said, no, that's not following the law. Now, the law then says if you violated the Iowa Public Record statutes, the people responsible for doing that are fined. They have to pay the costs for the lawsuit. And if they've done this once before, the court is actually required to remove them from office, right? Pretty big deal, pretty tough stuff. And so what's the settlement in front of the State Appeal Board today that I sit on? What did we ask to get voted on? We were asked to skirt around that and just use taxpayer money, your money, to pay the costs of the abuses of your right to your information. Now, there are circumstances where reasonable denials of requests might not result in this. For example, if someone was asking for the identity of whistleblowers, we wouldn't want to give that up. This ain't it. They just didn't bother responding at all. I did not vote yes to pay for this settlement because it's corrupt and it's abuse of power. It shouldn't happen. People who are responsible for this kind of thing, they should be held responsible for it, not you.